Britain's high street is also in crisis, and now the country's pubs, major shops and restaurants are demanding decisive action to save the town centre. The retailers have seen closures of up to 17% across town, cities and shopping centres. WION's Mandy Clark gets us that story.
The Great British High Street may be a thing of the past if trends continue, with pubs, shops and restaurants being forced to close. Pubs are among the hardest hit, down to a number of factors. People drink more at home, young people drink less alcohol, while running costs continue to rise. Fashion retailers are suffering too, with more than 300 stores left empty among brands like Marks & Spencer's and Topshop. Nearly a quarter of all fashion spending is now online. It means a loss of tens of thousands of jobs, with major chains like House of Fraser collapsing into administration and high-profile restaurants like Gourmet Burger Kitchen and Byron forced to close in large numbers. The rise of online shopping, the slowdown in spending, and the rising business rates and wages have all taken their toll. There's also a decrease in opening of new stores, around 2.1%. That means around 4,400 businesses are lying empty. It also turns out that people are choosing to use their spare cash on holidays and experiences rather than shopping malls and meals out. Experts warn the UK should brace for more high street closures in the coming months, which will only lead to more job losses. Mandy Clark, London, WION, World is One.
And if that wasn't enough, Brexit is adding fuel to the fire, and Ireland's most iconic export is bearing the brunt. I'm talking about Guinness beer. Any post-Brexit border control on the island of Ireland could end the free-flowing supply chain that makes the stout a staple at home and around the world.
With its rich black-brown hue and creamy head, Guinness is Ireland's most iconic export. But post-Brexit border checks are threatening to disrupt the supply chain that goes into every drop. Since 1778, Guinness has been made at the St James Brewery in central Dublin. Every weekday, tankers brimming with stout leave bound for Belfast in Northern Ireland, where it's packaged for international consumption. It's one move in an all-island supply chain which makes the Irish alcohol industry possible.
So on average, our industry undertakes 23,000 truck movements each year. So any delay at all to that, even an hour's delay, would work out about €100 per truck cost back onto the industry.
Guinness is owned by global drinks giant Diageo. With 2017 net sales of $15 billion, they say they are big enough to weather the costs of any post-Brexit border controls. But one industry insider said the company is making preparations to move its Belfast plant south in the case of a difficult Brexit. A no-deal outcome could see roads like this, the motorway between Dublin and Belfast, slowed with checks. And any trickle-down cost is likely to be met by the customer, an unwelcome thought at this pub in Northern Ireland. Guinness flows freely here, like the traffic half a kilometre away. Any change to either would be bad for business.
It's hard enough to get customers in here at the moment. If it went up in the budget and I put a pint up 10 pence, I'd have to be listening for about 3 or 4 weeks till they settle themselves. For it to go up any more, for customers to come back into me, no, I wouldn't be happy.
But for now, customers are bent on enjoying a reasonably priced pint.
On to our other top focus.